Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. wants junk food stripped from SNAP.
Yeah, this is part of President Trump's plan to make America healthy again.
Today, I'm proud to sign 6 more waivers for Florida, West Virginia, Oklahoma, Texas, Louisiana, and Colorado.
The Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, or SNAP, served more than 41 million people and cost $100 billion in 2024.
I'm probably going to piss y'all off, but I said it before and I'm going to say it again. Rich people should have no say in how people who receive food stamps spend their food stamps.
President Donald Trump, RFK Jr., and the Make America Healthy Again movement has another win under their belt, and this is what they've done so far. But before we get into that, my name is Austin. It's nice to see you here. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel. Now let's get into what's happening with the SNAP benefits. Just a little background. RFK Jr. has been very vocal about making our country more healthy.
There's things that we'll never be able to eliminate, like sugar. And sugar is poison. And Americans need to know that. It is poisoning us. We shouldn't be giving 60% of the kids in school processed food that is making them sick. We shouldn't be spending 10% of the SNAP program on sugar drinks.
And on my personal behalf, I would love for our country to be healthier. I understand it's better for people to have more education so they can make better choices. And that's kind of where we've been at the start of this administration. So let's look.
This is the U.S. Health and Human Services website, and we're going to read what they've accomplished so far.
On February 14th, President Trump signed Executive Order 14212, establishing the President's Make America Healthy Again Commission, which aims to end the childhood chronic disease epidemic. I think this is a good thing. We do have major health issues, and we need to do something about it. The talk is just not enough. On May 22nd, the MAHA Commission released its groundbreaking assessment identifying the key drivers behind the childhood chronic disease crisis, the Make Our Children Healthy Again assessment. It identifies factors including poor diet, accumulation of environmental toxins, insufficient physical activity, chronic stress, and over-medicalization. You can go to hhs.gov to see for yourself what they've been up to with the Make America Healthy Again movement and read a little bit more about their agenda points. Already, this is a great step. These are just assessments and concepts of a plan. And I think this is good because we have to start somewhere. If we ignore it, we will be down a path worse than where we are right now.
SNAP, the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, or food stamps. Currently, more than 41 million people receive benefits through it. It's the nation's largest food aid program. And this bill would reduce federal spending on SNAP by $287 billion over 10 years. Like the Medicaid cuts, a lot of that is being done through work requirements. SNAP already has those.
According to whitehouse.gov, this is what they said about work requirements for SNAP.
Myth. SNAP work requirements are unnecessary. Fact. Only 28 of able-bodied adults on SNAP work. The One Big Beautiful Bill promotes work, responsibility, and restores SNAP to serve the truly needy. SNAP enrollment remains high even in a strong economy, including millions of able-bodied adults who could work. In fact, almost 3/4 of able-bodied adults without dependence on SNAP have no earned income. The mission of the program has failed. SNAP was intended to be temporary help for those who encounter tough times. We are strengthening this program to serve those who need it most.
So if the government is reducing their spending on these programs, you can either look at that in bad faith and think that's horrible, or you can look at that in good faith and think, okay, if the government is saving money, well, yeah, we will have to spend more of our money, but where that more money that we're going to spend, where is that going to come from? That's going to come from some sort of income. And yes, they're asking for more work requirements because people take advantage of the system, and that is the biggest issue.
So I'm hearing that some of y'all are upset because y'all got to work 80 hours a month just to get your SNAP benefits. Are you serious? We out here working 50+ hours and we don't get no SNAP benefits at all. And you're mad that you got to work 80 hours?
But this bill's about to expand them significantly, including raising the age limit at which they apply from 54 all the way up to 64. The Senate's version would also strip exemptions from work requirements for veterans, people experiencing homelessness, and former foster youth. And guess who is completely fine with all that?
If you're going to get free food on a SNAP program, you have a work requirement. It's an obligation to try to work. You might not get a job, but you got to try.
He said it right. You have to try. Where did trying go? Not triangle, but where did trying go? I have no idea. If y'all know where trying went, let us know, because people don't try.
I just seen that Trump is making a change with food stamps. So I think it's requirements, but I think you have to work a minimum of a certain amount of hours in order to get food stamps. And I love that. I'm not gonna lie, it'd be a lot of people living off government assistance, literally never working a job, stacking all their personal bread, and literally living off the government their whole lives. So I feel like this is good. The people who are actually working, putting in the work, putting in the effort, that just need a little bit of boost, just a little bit of help with groceries, like I feel like this is a perfect opportunity for us.
People who are not food stamp recipients should not have a say in how food stamp recipients spend their food stamps. People who have never had to survive on food stamps should not have a say in how people who receive food stamps spend their food stamps. Stopping food stamp recipients from buying junk food with their food stamps is only going to lead to more families going without food.
Yes, you may have a lot of kids to feed, okay? Things are expensive, I'm sure. But we have to just, as a culture, consider budgeting our money. So when the government wants to budget their money, that's an issue. When you don't want to budget your money, it becomes our issue, the taxpayer.
My tax dollars should not be paying for you to be unhealthy. If you want to eat candy, if you want to drink soda, if you want to eat trash food, you can do it with your own money, not the money that my taxpayer dollars go to put on your EBT card.
We need to clean up and get the crap out of the food. And in West Virginia, we're taking the lead.
A fresh announcement out of Washington this evening, 6 new states adding SNAP benefit waivers, including West Virginia.
Don't be that person that's like, well, why should I listen to him because how he presents? We all know that our food is crap. We know that there are ingredients that are not allowed in other countries that are allowed here. Yet we don't bat an eye at it, but some people know this, but the choices that they make supersede the reality. We have a lot of health issues coming from the kids upward to the adults and even our grandparents. And we just don't talk about it enough. We think that it's just out of our hands, but it truly is in our hands.
This waiver goes into effect January 1st, 2026, and will remove all soda, sugary, diet, and sugar-free from the SNAP-approved list. West Virginia also requested healthy hot foods like rotisserie chicken, lasagna.
That's good. So we're going to take the sugary drinks out, okay? It's not that they won't ever be able to buy them ever again in their life, but that's how some people are treating it, which is very odd to believe that they'll never be able to get a soda again. It's just the government doesn't want to pay for it anymore. If it's a small step, it's better than no step. So this is a good first step. We need to do something about it. If it's coming from the horse's mouth, that's good. We need something done because it is getting out of hand and it's actually very sad.
Make sure you save some for you because what you got is sacred. Some energy is just too good to waste it. Remember, the bigger the heart means the bigger the target. And Cupid ain't the only one shooting, so make sure you keep that good heart guarded. So many will want to touch you, but few will be prepared to hold you. And remember, it ain't no warranty when you get on you. Never there when you call them, so why you still calling them? It be ulterior motives and hidden agendas, hoping that it don't pay off in the end.
There's several things here. This program is both a liability and a responsibility, you guys. But let's be honest, there's a huge health crisis going on from the kids all the way to the adults. And in the same breath, we will be arguing that we're starving our people to death because they're not able to get their sugary drinks. You need to be responsible for taking care of your body. That is not the government's job. A lot of our family members have type 2 diabetes. They have all these health issues. They have high blood pressure. And it's because they can't close their mouths. The government isn't holding our mouth open, shoving food down it. That's our responsibility. And we have to get it under control. We're making sure we got that pack of cigarettes. We're making sure we got that 6-pack of beer. We got that wine. You know, it's really cool to have our vices. We're making sure we're getting that vape. We're making sure we're getting that pot. We're making sure we get that streaming service. So we go to that new movie. We get that new craze. Whatever it is, we make sure we get that. But when it comes to getting healthy food like fruits and vegetables, hot food that's actually great quality, we're like, oh, no. Nope. I don't buy healthy food. It's too expensive. I can't do it. No. As far as the logistics goes with this new change, we just have to wait and see. A lot of these things aren't going into effect right away. And this is also not just going to be a federal thing. The states are going to have their opinions on it. And so all we have to do is wait to see. So if you made it this far, make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And let me know what you think about the SNAP benefit changes. Do you agree? Do you disagree? And until next time, I'll see you later.